Welcome to ESPC24. I've got Femke Helgering here. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Femke Helgring, and I'm a speaker here at ESPC. First-time speaker, actually.
Awesome, excellent.
Yes.
And how are you finding it?
Nice. It's also my very first time at ESPC as well. So, visiting Stockholm, visiting this event.
So everything's first time. Brilliant.
Today, everything's the first time. Yesterday as well. So yes, it's been a very good experience so far.
Well,
yes.
What's been your highlight so far at this conference?
I think the highlight is meeting everyone. The community perspective. You meet a lot of people you've, like yourself, met previously before, going to see you again now. And the sessions, so the combination of having those sessions, having the latest information and the community together, I think it's a very good combination.
Yeah, there's a lot of sessions, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they're targeting various technologies and obviously different types of profession, IT pros and developers. And you had your session today, right?
Yes,
so
just
what kind of how did it go?
It went well. I think you never know until you get your ratings in. But it was the first time session for me. I have not given this one before. It's about Teams Premium and what are the features, because there are a lot of features nowadays. So I talk about all the features and which users can you empower, different users in your organization, and who can benefit from all those features in the license. So I think I said features about 100 times for sure. So
excellent. And I think Teams Premium amongst like other products too, right? Even like SharePoint Premium. So these are obviously chargeable add-ons, if you like. But the benefits are huge, especially with the AI side of things, right?
Yes.
Some of the experiences lighting up. And I think obviously in this conference, and like any other conference, I guess, there's a lot of talk about AI, Copilot, and what sort of things are you seeing from your perspective? From on Copilot side of things?
Well, I think since Ignite, the new announcement that have been made about SharePoint Advanced Management now being part of Copilot, I'm very excited about that, and I know that a lot of customers are going to be also very excited about that.
Exciting developments, right?
Yes, because we can now provide so much more in-depth quality reporting and insights for those customers, and the main question always is, Femke, I want to start with Copilot, but where do I start? Because I don't know where to start, and it's so much work. And with that SAM licensing, I think it's going to open up so many doors for them to just see what is the state of my SharePoint environment.
Yeah, Microsoft making easier.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. So, quality for my customers, that's amazing. And DLP for Copilot, I'm very excited for that as well.
Yeah,
because
that's
another
something important area, isn't it?
I was missing. I mean, there are ways you can use the feature, but now specifically for DLP for Copilot, I'm excited. So those are some of the features that I'm really looking forward to next year. Yeah.
So I guess maybe if we just switch the gears a little bit, so maybe just outside of Copilot, is there any specific features, in the general Microsoft 365 ecosystem? Any particular features you like that you want to talk about?
Well, Teams Premium features are always
Teams
nice to
Premium, you can't. That's not fair, is it? Because that's your session you just did, right?
Those are always nice. Governance, but that's also my area of expertise, and I don't know if you guys are an expert on it, but I think governance, specifically either from Microsoft 365 or Teams nowadays, a lot of features are being made available that will help you get better grip on your governance, either via reporting or more settings. So I'm very enthusiastic about all those features that are also coming out that will help people get a grip on their governance.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, it is a huge topic anyways, not just from the Teams perspective, but even like Microsoft 365 groups and SharePoint and even like with general AI things, you have to have the governance in place too as to, how is it going to work for your organization. So absolutely, that's a growing area, isn't it? So I think that's good. And I think, when we talk about the technology side of things, obviously everyone's got their favorite features and capabilities, but I also find that sometimes there are things within the products within Microsoft 365, there are things that could be better, right? And depending on the use case, of course, but is there anything that you have come across where maybe from your users or the people you work with, that something could be better, like where there's a frustration experience with any particular functionality?
Well, I think they fixed a lot with providing SAM and Copilot. That was a big frustration in the last previous months and last year. Specifically a feature. That's a hard question.
That's a hard question.
There's so
I can give
many.
you some time to think about it.
Yeah, I will circle back to you on that.
Yeah. By the way, it doesn't frustrate a lot of users, but I know things can be improved at all the time, which is why Microsoft is always listening to the feedback that community members provide, including speakers and MVPs and everybody else. So I guess picking up on the community side of things, and this huge community event, there are lots of events that happen here.
Yes.
And like you mentioned, first time, right? As a speaker, and from an attendee's point of view, right? If anybody wants to sort of become part of the community, I mean, community is open for everyone, of course.
Everyone, yes.
What sort of advice would you share that makes it easier for people to just connect, with people and ask questions and contribute?
Yeah. Well, I think first and foremost, every single speaker here, whether you're in the community or an MVP or anyone, they are open. You can just walk up to someone and be like, hey, I've seen you and I like what you're doing and I have questions about it. For example, I've previously met Vlad, who was in your previous interview.
Vlad from Canada, right?
Yep, we spoke very briefly, but yesterday I walked up to him and said, hey, you probably don't remember me anymore, but thank you for your insights on the sessions you are giving, and it really helped me and also my customers.
That's good
just
feedback.
Start that conversation with someone, hit someone up online on whatever channel you would prefer. And seek out those events, because a lot of the events are, for example, the Collab Days, the Experts Live, and worldwide Ignites. There are so many events, either free or paid, that you can go to and connect with the community. So
that's awesome. That's really good to hear, because I think, and it's important that obviously everyone's approachable, and I think it doesn't matter if somebody's MVP for a long time or if somebody's an expert in some areas. I think generally as a community we are very approachable, and personally even myself, I learn from others and even from yourself. I remember like your session I've attended around that Teams Premium, not here today of course, before, but there's always plenty to learn, right? And because it's changing technologies all the time, so it's always the updates we want to follow. So it's absolutely, so if you're thinking of joining the community, which you're welcome, and be part of the Microsoft 365 community, and you will take away a lot for your own benefits, of course. So
and the people are good fun. So I mean, that's an added bonus. I mean, I don't know a single person that isn't good fun in the community.
I mean, that remote experience and everything else, you're right. It's a different ball game, isn't it? So good. Well, look, I think this is very interesting, and I really want to thank you for your time.
And you for your time.
And I appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yes.
And until then.
Next time.
Next time.
All right. Thank you, Chirag.
Thank you.